Hi, I'm Alex Wesley. My laptop camera isn't working, so I'll be doing my Baroque presentation from recorded instead of live, unfortunately. Some characteristics of the Baroque style are just anything over the top. There's big pillars, just it looks fancy all the time. Religious meaning, there's a sense of space, a use of light, overdramatic emotions, and detail for easy interpretation. The detail for easy interpretation is especially important because the Baroque style was used in the years 1600 to 1750 to help the illiterate understand ideas such as Bible stories, or it could be used in songs to understand Bible stories or political events that were going on. It started in Italy and moved all the way throughout Europe, and by the end of it, pretty much every artist of this time was using the Baroque style. It can really be seen easily in the painting Daniel in the Lion's Den by Peter Rubens. It was painted in 1614, and it started off with there's just this big bright light coming right down on Daniel, and it really draws the viewer's eyes to Daniel, which allows you to see Daniel's just face is all twisted with terror and fear, really strong emotion. There's also a lion at Daniel's feet that has just this nasty scowl, really demonstrating a mean or angry emotion. That sense of space is created by the strong shadows used. There's also an overlap of the lions, which makes you feel as if the painting's 3D and there's some depth to it. A lot of detail can be seen in the lion's mane or through Daniel's arms, which help the illiterate understand it better. And it's a religious story, so it has the religious side of the Baroque style in it. Fear is a emotion seen throughout this PowerPoint. I tried to connect all the pieces of art through the emotion of fear. It can be heard and felt in Lee Cahos by Fear Gene Rebel. There's a YouTube link in the PowerPoint for that. And that song's part of a bigger ballet called Less Elements. But the song starts off with just this nasty sawing of the strings, and it sounds like something right out of a horror movie you'd hear. The song's about the creation, or the ballet is about the creation of the earth, and the first song is about the chaos that happens when all the elements are just kind of doing their own thing in the world instead of working together. Some other leading composers of this time were Bach, Vivaldi, Purcell, and Handel. So that song could be used to demonstrate the understanding of the earth, or creation of the earth. The Baroque style can also be seen in literary works. Shakespeare is a playwright. He wrote poems, all kinds of stuff. Hamlet is a story by him that is very dramatic. A lot of fear is felt. There's all kinds of deaths just constantly going on throughout the play. And a lot of the times in his plays, they would do everything way over the top. They would have over-the-top costumes, stage props, and at the time he had a trap door built in his stage, which was huge. Like nobody else had done that before, and it was just really done over the top. So a lot of motions and over the top things seen in his stuff. Historical events going on in the years of 1600 to 1750. Jamestown, the first American settlement in Virginia, was created. These settlers probably felt a lot of fear as they battled the wilderness. It was probably like Daniel felt. He didn't battle the lions in the Bible story, but he felt a lot of fear in the lion's den. And there's also, it could also be felt during the Great Plague of 1665, which was the biggest plague in England since the bubonic or Black Plague. 15% of the population died, so people were very scared of it. The Baroque period ended in 1750 with the death of Johann Sebastian Bach, and the classical era followed. The classical era took a lot of ideas from Baroque and kind of mainstreamed them, and somewhat of a science or framework began to create art or write music. Baroque features can still be seen in some songs, architectures, and paintings today, though, so there was a lasting impact. Any questions? Thank you very much. Have a good weekend.